pull up the European League, look at the standings before we start the race. Here is Europe. Currently the standings are Mahir leading with 229 points, then Philip with 134, Neil 91, Liam Humphrey 70, Liam McDonald 59, Jason Heath 14, Rinty 4, Ice Wallowcome 4, Bill Stoker 1, Zachariah none, Orgies, Allen, Joe King, Gav McPherson, Peter King, and Geoff King. Other Peter King left while I was not streaming. Now I'm gonna pull on to the French GP. Okay, oh, it's a wet race. Currently, Neil ends up on pole with Evans, then Mahir with Robinson and Wood, then Neil with Walker, 2 Liam McDonald's cars with Morgan ahead of Cook, 2 Philip cars with Vettel ahead of Schumacher, 2 Peter King cars with Morales ahead of Williams, Robinson for Peter Stoker, Heath for Jason Heath, Johnson for Peter Stoker, Locke for Heath, White and Evans for Alan Jones, Peach for Joe King, Mystery for Zachariah, Mario for Joe King, Palmer for Gav McPherson, Davies for Gav McPherson, Wilson for Rinty, Evans for Zachariah, Robinson for Rinty, White and Wright for for the new player, what's his name? For Geoff King, the newbie to the scene. This is the first time he's been on stream. Then we have Scream, who's on the wet tires, with Wave on the Inders. Different, interesting split strategy. I think he's probably changing their tires out right now. Because he accidentally qualified on the Inders. Then we have Ramo, Usmani, both for Ice Volcom, Alaje, and Laco for Big Bulls Racing. 4 minutes 37 seconds left until we start the race. Thinking Mahir won too. This one. Currently in the race, we have Liam McDonald, Geoff King, Peter King, Liam Humphrey, Zachariah Rinty, and that is it. Top 3 for the race, I'm going to go with Wood, Robinson, and then Evans. Vettel 4, Walker 5. Wet race relies on qualifying a lot. And by a lot, I mean a lot. So both Liam Humphrey's cars are now on the wet tires, but it's going to be a struggle for him to get up the field. Considering that there is no DRS on the wet. Philip has joined the race now. The reason I haven't been streaming recently is because I've had a lot of schoolwork. And I've been missing the races in the American League as well. I was missing streams here in the European League. I did a cock-up. Yeah, you did do a cock-up by qualifying on the intermediate tires. Mahir's now into the race, and so is Phil Stoker. Is Liam McDonald gonna show up? She's 5th and 6th in qualifying. We have Jason Heath joining. Oh, Liam McDonald is here. Lol. Rip. Evans, Robinson, Wood. Currently staying steady so far. You can tell that the two Mahir Subani cars are the fastest. Vettel has done a good first lap for Philip. Seems like Neil has the slowest cars of the top 7. But Evans has held on to the lead though. There will be a lot of boosting to try to get past Evans on lap 3 itself, I am assuming. Morales now up to 8th place for Peter King as well. Looking good for Peter. Morgan in 4th for Liam. Two of Liam Humphrey's cars are already moving up quickly through the field, with Scream in 21st and the Wave in 18th. Vettel now up into first place with some boost there on lap 3. I knew there was going to be boost, but Vettel did it, and now he's taking the lead at the Grand Prix with Robinson 2nd and Wood in 3rd. Evans in 4th, keeping the full boost. Walker 5th. Morgan Cook 6th. Peter King looking to try to get into 7th place with Morales looking to overtake Cook. And he does it on lap 4. Right now, Schumacher is the second car for Phillips, not doing too well. Mr. Schumacher's just boosted up into 12th place. Nothing special. I'm boosting from Mocker going around though. Wood overtaking Robinson. Now it looks like Vettel has surprisingly got his way up very quickly without his teammate, as most of the other teams have their teammates at least somewhat nearby. Nobalone using some boost for Phil Stoker to get past Cook for Liam McDonald. Liam has been slowly falling so far this race. The real question is if it's going to dry up or not. If it dries up, this race will get very interesting. Will become a very strategic race. With tire decisions all around. Alright, but if it stays wet, then they'll just go wet all the way. Probably most of them 3-stop. Now I think Wood is the fastest car on the track right now. Some boosts going from Williams, now up into 9th place. Might use his final bit to get past Heath, which he tries, but he was not able to do. Speaking of Heath goes up into 7th by passing the teammate of Williams, being Morales. Liam Humphrey's cars are still kind of near the back. If they wanna get close to, if they want to get some points, they need to get towards the front and quick. Because it's very hard to make overtakes in the wet, especially later on in the race when it gets more separated. Currently, the car that put the fastest lap on, who has put the fastest lap onto the table, is Williams for Peter King, but that was most likely with a lot of boost. Right now, Vettel is pumping in good lap after good lap, so holding his lead in a pretty good fashion. With Wood cut behind, probably with maybe a lap or two heavier fuel. Or maybe even the same fuel. Who knows? It's hard to tell based on the pace difference. Vettel seems like about a tenth faster, maybe. Another interesting thing we'll see is if Heath uses any boost to try to pass Morgan for Liam McDonald. Meanwhile, Robinson's getting held up by Morales. Evans is the first hitter of the day for Alan Jones. He will, of course, put on another set of wet tires and come out in P28, right behind Geoff King's cars. At 3 to 4 seconds behind. Well, actually 2.5. Now we have Vettel and Wood go into the pits on the next lap. No one else. 11. You'd have to go to 14 for us to be split for a 3-stop. They might be going the light, heavy. The lighter fuel and the heavier fuel for the next spins. Vettel comes out in P17, Wood in P21. So we'll see if Robinson comes in right after his teammate, like many teammate strategies do. Same thing with Schumacher in P11. Robinson does. Neither of Neil's cars do. Heath does. Robinson for Phil Stoker does. Schumacher does not. These are most likely the 3-stoppers. Well, people that are here. They are most likely 3-stopping. So, the people who have pitted, such as Robinson, Vettel, and Wood, they could be 3-stopping as well. Who knows? All depends on how they made their strategies, obviously. Walker enters the pits on lap 13. With Morales into the pits as well. Is Liam McDonald about to go for an overcut with Kate Cook? Schumacher is also didn't go into the pits, so the two teammates are confirmed going on different strategies. A split strategy for Philip. Now we have Evans going to the pits, Morgan, Williams, not Schumacher, but Cook, Scream. So now we have 3 people separated. Evans is now out in a very interesting spot, ahead of Vettel, behind Schumacher cars. And my friend sent me a TikTok. Now Vettel has overtaken Evans for Neil. They are definitely a lot lighter, being the two Subani Motors cars and Vettel for Philip. We have. How long is Schumacher going for? For EU AMGs. He's trying a very ambitious strategy. Going long can sometimes work. We aren't saying it does not work. Also going long with mystery for Zachariah. They are two Neil cars doing a swap with Walker going ahead of Evans. Seems like he's going to save with Evans and have Walker be the person who uses boosts. Schumacher has entered the pits on lap 16, with now the leader being Johnson for Phil Stoker. Schumacher comes out in P9, splitting the two Renault drivers of Morgan and Cook. Do we see Schumacher doing a potential two-stopper? Mystery for Zachariah is doing a two-stopper according to him on the racetrack. He is currently in 5th place. I'm not thinking it's points, but I think it's going to be a solid result. Johnson is most likely doing a two-stopper as well for Phil Stoker. That is the one that will most likely turn out with points. I think A. Walker is really looking to try to get past. Seems like Mystery is really trying to get past Vettel. And Vettel is really trying to get past Robinson. Mystery does get by Vettel without boosting. Can he do the same with Robinson for his pit stop? Johnson does go into the pits on lap 18. And so does Mystery. Johnson for Phil Stoker. Obviously, we'll see where he comes out. Very good spot for a two-stopper to come out in P8. Right behind Schumacher. Near Heath, ahead of Heath and Cook. Only 11 seconds back of the lead. He can be competitive from there. I think the people looking the best right now are currently Robinson, Evans, Wood, and Johnson for Phil Stoker. Looking because he is doing one less stop than the rest, than most of the field. So they could fall back much later into the race. Everyone's just gonna have to use a boost to get by him though. Robinson is currently doing a very good job of defending against Vettel for Philip. Philip is probably very annoyed right now about being held up for this long in the race. Other driver Schumacher is in a pretty interesting spot though. NP7 having the overcut on everyone, but he is 11 seconds back, so pretty much no chance of a win. Now it is a 17-second gap between Wood and leading two-stopper of Johnson. Seems like Walker is actually trying to break away from Evans now. He is putting in better lap after better lap. So we know it's not going to be a two-stopper. I mean, let's say two-stoppers never really win wet races anyway. Unless it's in a 75% league, which this league is 100%. I feel like both of Neil's cars are positioned in a decent spot where if they can get an overcut to work. They can be very good. They could potentially win this race. Especially with Evans having full boost compared to not full boost for the rest of the grid. Robinson is the only one really to compete with when it comes to that he has to compete with in terms of boost, as he already has Morgan behind him, and they are assumedly doing the same thing in terms of strategy. Vettel enters the pits on lap 25, however, came out from P3, and he is going to came in P3, comes out P18, ahead of Phil Stoker, by the way. Wood enters the pits a lap later on 25 going into 26. Comes out in P8. Liam Humphrey is also making his move through the field as Wave has now got up into P8 with Cook in P9 ahead of Liam McDonald's Cook. Seems like McDonald heard that and ended up taking P8 back from Wave. Now I have Walker pitting from Walker and Robinson pitting. Robinson is out behind Wood. Seems like Robinson is just going to be used to defend as a defense mechanism. And now Vettel is pretty much screwed. Evans and Morgan do go to 28. I'm assuming they are both hitting on 28 as well. We do have Robinson and Scream go into the pits. If B. Evans can take the lead on this, can keep getting closer and closer to Mahir. Cannot let Mahir get away. Could be a win for him. Evans pits. He comes out behind both Mahir cars. That is not very. That is not what they wanted. Schumacher is now into the lead for Philip. It's looking like the stronger of the two EU AMG cars. Two-stopper of Phil Stoker is making some moves. Getting past Morgan for Liam McDonald. Schumacher goes into the pits, comes out on P9 right behind Morgan for Liam McDonald. There he goes, boosting by Morgan up in the P8. Look, I think I was going into the pits this lap, which he does. And he comes out in P9 right behind his teammate and ahead of P for JTE Racing. Now we have a Mahir 1-2 with Wood ahead of Robinson. Then we have Walker and Vettel for Philip Evans. The two-stopper of Johnson for Phil Stoker, who's looking to take P5, and he does. Schumacher in 7th and Morgan in 8th. Hook in 9th for Liam. Heath in 10th for JTE, and Locke in 11th. Are Vettel or Johnson gonna try to get past Walker? That is the interest. That is what's up next. They are looking to get past Walker for Neil Jarvis, but Vettel makes some boost. Vettel boosts a bit. Takes P3 ahead of Walker for Neil Jarvis. Now looks like the Mahir. This is starting to look very good for the Mahir, for the two Subani Motors of Wood and Robinson. Will Stoker get up into P4? I don't think he's gonna. Why is he not? He should go for the Northern Lap. I don't want that opportunity to go to waste. Come on. Please do it, Phil. Now looks like Vettel. Seems like Vettel and Robinson. It seems like Wood and Robinson are a lot slower than Vettel, meaning that Vettel is a lot lighter. The move gonna come? No. What's the point of using such little boost? I don't understand. It's the overtake final. Yeah, there goes the overtake. Phil Stoker now up into P4. As he will pit the next lap, so he will get a good final lap out of it at least. It's just, what I want to see is when will Vettel pit for Phillip, who's currently in P3. And is catching up to Robinson very quickly. There goes Phil Stoker into the pits. He comes out in P15. Right ahead of his teammate. His teammate which there will be a swap at some point, but now going back into the front of the field. Vettel is now about a second behind Robinson. But he will pit soon, unfortunately for him. And it is a lap, and soon, by soon I mean a lap later. Then when Phil Stoker pit. Vettel is coming out in P12, right behind the two Liam Humphrey cars. Now P13 after he was passed by Williams for by Peter King for Stopper S Motorsports. Mahir is seeming to try to go a little long there. I am streaming at youtube.com/Global Cup Series, as you can see. Seems like the six of the two Mahir cars, two Neil cars, Schumacher, Morgan, and Vettel in 12th, who has already pitted, are going to be the top 7 of the race. Wood pits now. Wood out in E6. This is so looking like a Mahir win. I don't think they have anything that they can do about it. Seems like the only question is going to be which one of them is going to win, Robinson or Wood. Depends where Kate Robinson does come out on lap 40. Walker fits on the same lap as Robinson. Robinson comes out. There's Cook for Liam McDonald to split the two. Liam McDonald is looking to try to get past Wood. Wood would hold them up. Makes some sense, I guess. So now we have a pretty distinct top 3 of B. Evans for Neil, Schumacher for Phillip, and Morgan for Liam McDonald. Cook in fourth. Wood and Robinson leading the people who had stopped 3 times, with Walker and then Vettel. Johnson for Phil Stoker, who is going to the end of the race anyway. Schumacher is now taking the lead, using boost to get past Evans for Neil Jarvis. So they both pit on, as both of them and Morgan for Liam McDonald pit on lap 42. The better pit stop will be very important. And it does seem like Schumacher gets the better pit stop. Now we have Schumacher 4th, Walker 5th, Evans 6th, Morgan 7th. Vettel now 8th. Cook is pitting 44 or 45, I'm assuming. But Cook is currently in the lead for Liam McDonald. But the true leader is Wood for Mahir Subani and the Subani Motors team, with his teammate Robinson being right behind. Then we have Schumacher, Walker, Evans, Morgan, Vettel, Johnson for Phil Stoker, Locke for Jason Heath, and Morales for Peter King, Scream from Leah Humphrey, Heath for Jason Heath, Williams for Peter King, and Way for Liam Humphrey. And then there's Robinson sneaking in there for Phil Stoker in 16th. Cook now enters the pits on lap 44. He will most likely come out in P8 between Vettel and Johnson. Or maybe Walker trying to make a move. Schumacher is not letting it happen though. Well, Evans is continuing to hold tight. What these moves are by Walker is him trying to get Schumacher to waste his boost. Oh! More of Schumacher wasting his boost. You see, Morgan is also trying to pass Evans. As he does, Evans is not having it though. Evans takes back P5 about a second after Morgan takes it. Now looking at the boost check. Oh, wait a second. Evans boost past left car. Of the top 10, we have Locke with about 80. As we see more behind Locke, Morales boosts past Scream. Johnson with about 20, with about 25. Cook with about 50. Vettel with about 30. Morgan with about 65, 70. Evans is about 85, Walker 15, Schumacher 50, 55, Robinson about 80, and Wood about 60. Evans boosting past his teammate. Of being Walker. Seems like he is going to try to set up a move on Schumacher at some point in this race. Unfortunately for them, I think Schumacher might be quicker without the boost. Evans is using a little boost, telling Schumacher that he's there, telling Philip that he's there, still there. No need to get safe. Oh, is Evans gonna go for an actual move? No. Now we go to lap 54, 4 laps to the end. Wood maintains the lead over Robinson. Oh, here comes the boost battle. Schumacher holds. Morgan looking to pass Walker. And Morgan does it. On lap 15. Here. '51 now. Seems like Neil is really trying to get this move done with. But Schumacher's not letting it happen. We're also seeing some boosts from both the Mahir cars. Seems like Graham King might be a little hindrance to both Schumacher and Evans with his boosting. Evans going for a move. Once again, Schumacher retaliates. Oh, now here he goes. He finishes off the move on lap 52. Schumacher gets back at him. Back and forth movement going around on lap 52. Meanwhile, we have Wood and Robinson, who look like they are going to be battling for the lead. I'm going into outside view so I can see both the battles going on at once. The battle for the lead and the battle for P3. No high boost usage yet. Both Mahir's cars are now boosting. Schumacher is using some boost. Robinson has very little boost to use. Wood is going to win this race. Robinson now has no boost to use. Schumacher holding on to pieces. Seems like Wood wins. Robinson second. Schumacher third. Evans fourth. Morgan 5th, Walker 6th, Vettel 7th, Cook 8th, Johnson 9th, Luck 10th, Scream 11th, Heath 12th, Wave, Robinson, Morales, Williams, Davies, White, Mystery, Wilson for Renty, Palmer, Peach, Mario, Evans, two Evanses, Robinson, White, Wright, Rama, Usmani, Lacko, and Elijah. Seems like we have, it is a Mahir Subani 1-2, then Philip in third with Schumacher, and Evans in fourth, and Neil in fourth with Evans. Mc Liam McDonald in 5th with Morgan. Neal in 6th with Walker. Phillip in 7th with Vettel. Liam in 8th with Cook. Phil Stoker in 9th with Johnson. Jason Heath in 10th with Locke. Now we're going to go to the standings after that race. For the managers, we have Mahir leading with 272, then Phillip with 155, Neal with 111. Liam McDonald passes Liam Humphrey, now with McDonald 73, Humphrey 70. Jason Heath 15, Rinty 4, Ice Wallacombe 4, Phil Stoker 3. And as for the no points, we have Zachariah Orgees Allen. Peter King gets out of relegation, now in 13th. Gav McPherson, Joe King, and Geoff King. As for the drivers' standings, we have Ryan Wood, Kate Robinson, Schumacher, Benjamin Evans, Sebastian Vettel, Jackson Morgan, Soundwave, Alexander Walker, Starscream, Kevin Cook is the top 10. So that is going to be the end of the stream. Thank you guys for watching.